Hello, I'm Kaylin the Mogul. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome back if you are a subscriber. And I also want to say thank you for being a subscriber. Well, we are going to jump right on in. As you got from the title, we are going to be talking about the grant calendar. And we're going to just be continuing on our grant series that we've been discussing. So, just to touch on one of our previous videos, how to search and find grants, you are going to want to do this when it comes to the grant calendar so that you can be prepared. I often get a lot of individuals reaching out to me asking, where can I find grants and when is grant season? So this video is going to help you know when exactly is grant season and how you can be prepared to get grants all year round. Because if you are structured properly with your business or your nonprofit organization, then you're able to get grants all year round. So we're going to just dive right on in. In November, that's when we call giving season starts. And that typically starts, or it specifically starts Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So this is typically the time where they are doing major giving, and this is because either they're moved by the holiday spirit or they're moved by tax write-offs. Then we're going to go into December. That's still part of the giving season. And then in January or the beginning of the year, this is when they start their planning. That's when they start their planning for the year, how they're going to distribute their money, who they're going to give their monies to. In February, this is typically when banks start to open up their portals, and their portals close in October. So remember that. That's going to be something big to keep in mind as well. So yeah, so you want to start looking at your banks and seeing, and I have my little notes here so I don't forget anything, because y'all know I always forget stuff. So yeah, so it closes out in October, but it opens in February. They start reopening their grants portal. And if you remember in my previous video of how to search and find grants, I tell you just how easily it is to find the different bank grants, how easy it is to find all grants, but specifically bank grants we're talking about. So then we're going to move on to March. And also keep in mind, when it comes to banks, credit unions are different. Credit unions, they don't give away grants, but they do sponsorships. And if you want to know more about that, make sure you comment that below. And if this is something that is interesting to you, please like and share this video. Share this with someone who may be interested in finding out more about grants. Also, March is when foundation grants start, and 60% of the funding comes from foundations. I know in another video I spoke about $500 billion being given out annually, and that 60% comes from foundations. Then we have the springtime. The springtime is when the official grant season starts. So if you are wanting specifically to know when grant season itself starts, that is going to be in the springtime. Then April and May is when the federal grants are announced. They're announced. They're letting you know, hey, we're going to start, doing grants. We're going to put out a grant during this time for this date, and the deadline is going to be so-and-so, such and such. So June is the last minute state grants. This is typically, when, they decide to decide where they're going to put the rest of their money. And this is typically in June and July. Then we're going to go to August. And if I'm going a little fast, I'm going to recap all of this. Then in August, that's when they have the retail stores. I also did a video on how to search and find grants when it comes to retail. So you want to look up those different retail stores that they have as well, whether it's Walmart, Ross, TJ Maxx, what have you. Look up those different look at those different retail stores because you can get great grants, especially with Walmart. You can get some grants, I know, for $5,000 with Walmart. And like I said in my previous video, I referenced those videos because those are super important for you to watch. You can get 25 different $5,000 grants from Walmart within a calendar year. So, like I said, you can get up to $5,000 25 times. That's $125,000 that you can get in a year. So that can help some organization, I'm sure, significantly. So then we're gonna go to September, where banks are beginning to, using their last minute effort to, put out different grants that they have, or the last bit of money that they're going to be giving out to different organizations or businesses, because you remember they close in October. They close their portal in October, and then it goes back around to November. So like I said, November is the giving season, November and December. Then in January, that's when they start doing their planning and how they're going to, use their monies. In February, that's when banks open. Credit unions, again, are different. They offer sponsorships. March is the foundation grants, where 60% of the grants are given. Springtime is the time for grant season, the official time for grant season. April and May is when the federal grants announcements are made. August are retail stores. In September, that's when banks are doing their last ditch effort. And then finally in October is when those banks close their portals. So I hope this information was helpful for you. If this is some information that you found helpful, like this video, comment, and let me know what you thought of it. Also, subscribe so that you can get more information in the grant series. I'm going to be doing more videos on different topics, but if the grant series is something that you find interesting, I have a lot of people reach out to me asking me about possibly becoming a grant writer on their own. That is something that I'd be more than happy to help you all with. So if there's something that, again, is interesting to you, just let me know in the comments. So thank you again for tuning into my channel. Until the next time, enjoy. Peace.